Hello, everyone. My name is Raclesis, and we're gonna be going back in time after playing one of the newer SaGa games in Romantic Saga 3, Revenge of the Seven. We're going back to the PlayStation 1. It's for SaGa Frontier, and today I'm joined by.
Hi, hello. My name is skyejudeshaw. You can call me Sky Sage or just Sky if you want to. And I am your local SaGa Frontier resident.
And we're going to be doing a few runs, like a little bit of a SaGa Frontier block, if you will. I will be doing 2 runs with red and blue, starting with red. And then after that, Sky will be taking over and running some Emelia.
Yes.
Alright, so time starts once I select the character. And we'll be going in 3, 2, 1, go. It's the purple block. Alright. Every time you start a game of SaGa Frontier, it asks you where your system data is. We don't need system data when we're doing individual character stories. We just say we don't have any. We start off with Red having a nice casual drive with his dad on a nice afternoon where nothing can go wrong. And oh no! Oh, GG guys, the game's over.
Run over. It's time. World record. Let's go, guys. Let's go! I've been shot! No, we're kidding.
Nope, we're still alive. Well, Red is still alive. Unfortunately, Dad wasn't as lucky. And going on our way home, and it's yeah, it's a little on fire.
Red is indeed blue. Yes, that is correct. And blue is yellow. So... Curious.
Alright, we got a 1v1 with this big bad boss right away. Go get him, Red.
Go get him.
Alright, you got this. I believe in you. Alright, you missed him once. You get him with the next one.
Wait, no, things are looking bad here. Wait, no, that was a miss. That kick was crucial. Wait, no. Oh, we got it back. 8 damage. Huge. Massive, massive, massive.
Alright, GG. The run's over.
World record! No. Oh my god!
Too late. Suzer, I'm the one you want. Alright, so now we're, got this, unknown person coming in helping us out. Doing a lot more damage than we were doing with their kicks. Their kicks are also nice and shiny.
He looks almost like he could be Hermes in Epic the Musical. Oh wow, thank you, guy. That was so nice. Anyways, we're still dead.
Yeah, well, unfortunately we are still dead, but so he decides to help us out by turning us into a Sentai superhero. So yeah, this
right, we are doing we are doing Super Sentai here. Rest in peace, Super Sentai. We will pay you tribute tonight.
Alright, we do get some stipulations. We can't let anyone know that we are a hero. We also can't use our powers for selfish needs, even though we kind of totally are going to be doing that. But after that, we ended up getting a job with Red's dad's friend Hawk on the region ship Cygnus. And the run will start pretty linear. Red out of all the characters has the most like on rails section at the beginning. You can only go where the Cygnus brings you, and it'll bring you to very specific locations at the beginning. Quick talk with Yuria, and I will say I'm a little sad the game didn't do more with her. It looks like they're trying to like set up a relationship between her and Red, but unfortunately doesn't go anywhere.
One thing to know about this game, it is infamously unfinished. It took 1.5 years in production from start to end to create it. It was supposed to release right around when Final Fantasy Tactics released, if you're familiar with that release schedule at all. Basically, like, SaGa Frontier and Final Fantasy Tactics are supposed to be back-to-back. And then they realized, wait, we need more time. Crap. Let's just shove it in the disc, and then here we go.
Yeah, while we did get an amazing game, there are some like glaring parts where you're like, yeah, this is definitely unfinished. Prime example, loot. Anyway, we
Thank goodness he will not be appearing.
Oh yeah. So we end up at the gambling world of Baccarat, and look, it's Schuzer, the guy that killed us at the beginning of the game. So, but now that we got some powers, we're gonna go and confront him about that. We got a few things to say about it. So we throw that worker out of the elevator and turn into the hero Alkaiser in the elevator. Now you're gonna be seeing this a lot. That is right there. I just quick saved. Just like any other SaGa game, you can pretty much save anywhere you want, and I will be using that a whole heck of a lot. We'll also be seeing this quite a few times during the run. We need to spark some pretty decent moves throughout the run, or else we can't finish it. I've had runs get to certain points where all I have is literally no moves. This happened to me once so far, where I've actually sparked a move that is worse than your regular strike.
Unfortunately, this game does still have SaGa moments, but it's fine because we have a cool little superhero on screen, and he's got a little sword.
Alright, this guy doesn't seem to think the fight is very fair, so he's asking for help, and we get transported to the 4th dimension Magisphere, where Black X Fighter's attack power is tripled, which means literally nothing to us throughout this entire run.
It just means that the eyes are now on your screen instead of elsewhere.
Also, I did quick save before this fight, even though that looked super easy. There is a chance that after your first move, they can combo, and if they combo, they have a high probability of just taking you out. So, better safe than sorry.
Yes. Just like in some of those other SaGa games that you saw earlier today, SaGa Frontier also does feature combination attacks. Probably one of the more infamous of the games to actually have combination attacks. Especially since this is the one that released in the United States that had combo attacks. Romancing SaGa did not see a Western release at all, so that combo system that you saw in Romancing SaGas 2 and 3, not a thing over here in the West until they got remastered later on. So this combo system is very, very infamous for a lot of us SaGa fans here. Anyways, we're moving on to our next little episode, I guess you could call it, of our Super Sentai adventure. We're investigating an evil little, like, research lab here. Looks a little sketchy.
This is actually more of a pit stop on the actual story. We don't have to come here, but there is a rather powerful monster that we can get named Cotton right in this room, actually.
I guess you could call this filler that becomes relevant at the end of the game.
Yes. Alright, how many enemies we got? Just one? Perfect. So when Red's whole gimmick is being able to change from the Alkaiser, obviously, but if you have any other humans in your party, they can see red, and when a human can see red, he cannot transform into Alkaiser. Jerk! She blocked my kick. She blocked it again!
You see, monsters and robots are good. They're not snitches.
Right. There we go. Kick it. Also, the Bio Research Lab is kind of special. It takes your battle rank and adds, I believe, 2 ranks to it, and that's the level of the enemies that are inside it.
There is +2. This game uses the battle rank system. Surprise, surprise, it's a SaGa game. We are going from battle ranks 1 through 9 in this game. And there are individual battle ranks, I guess you could call it, called battle points in between each rank. 16 battle points brings you up to the next rank, I believe. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
And we will be going throughout most of this game at rank 1 and 2. We're going to try to avoid to get to battle rank 3. And
you want to go fast, not slow. Going higher battle rank means more HP, more strong enemies. We don't want that.
Right. And we're also taking another pit stop here to transform our monster and to get a rather powerful item. every type of character like kind of levels different. Humans obviously like spark different abilities as they use them. Monsters absorb other monster abilities like this, and they can change what type of monster they are. That's going to be the only one we do all run though.
Monsters are a very, very in-depth system. If you guys want to go explore that on your own time, there have been many, many guides written about it over on our good friend over at GameFAQs. But all you need to know is move, go in certain place in menu, and then it do thing.
Yeah, I got stuck there for one. Hopefully that's not going to be an issue on the way back. Alright, so we move Cotton in the back door here, so his supersonic attack can hit both of these. 2 supersonics will take these out. Good job, Red. You got stunned. Yeah, it's nice if Red can get an attack here, but the more Red attacks, the more likely he'll be to spark some abilities. We need him to spark abilities. More specifically, we need him to spark something decent before a certain point. There we go, we're fine. Alright, now we're gonna make our way back outside. We are going to take off Red's armor for something a little later. Fairy, please? No. Okay. That fairy there, I like to call the RNG fairy. She likes to get in my way quite often. Alright, now we're going to go to the street, and someone wants to tell us about Say's tomb. We were just in Say's tomb, but we're going to have them tell us anyway. And then we get ambushed by some Black X soldiers. Oh no! Or you can think of these as like putties from Power Rangers. But the item that we got,
what they are, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what they are. But that item that we got from Say's tomb gives our monster the access to Sacred Song, and that's what what Cotton is going to do for the rest of the run. It's a pretty strong AoE attack. And it will be taking care of a lot of things. Yeah, so Black X is trying to interrogate the child about the secrets of Say's tomb. They're overall being jerks, and we're gonna go put a stop to that. Because we're superheroes. That's just what superheroes do.
We saved today, and it just so happens to advance our vindictive narrative of killing the murderer of our family.
We got a combo here that's nice for time now. Unfortunate though, because we want to spark abilities with Red. Or sorry, Alkaiser.
We'll have a pretty decent opportunity to spark some moves if we haven't sparked any already later on in the run. So right now we're just kind of crossing our fingers that we don't have to rely on that prayer, as we call it. But for now we're just chilling. I do the heavy work while we hopefully have Red become useful.
Yeah. Also, Red does work on the Cygnus. He gets a steady paycheck. So every time you turn back, you can go to that character there to get Red's salary. We don't have to do it every time we go back on the Cygnus, but we're going to do it enough times to get the items that we need. And every time the Cygnus stops somewhere, we have a chance of investigating the area to learn more about the evil group known as Black X. Though in this part of Manhattan, we can just go right back onto the Cygnus, so we're going to do that.
Yeah, you can literally see the Cygnus in the background there.
All right,
just still in there.
So Yuria is out here. That's not normal. And,
what do you have there, Yuria?
You have some
you
weapons.
got some perfume for me? A knife!
Yes, it turns out I love the name of the company on that box too. The company name is Bucci, and it's supposed to be like high-end designer bags, if I recall. And so she wanted to take a peek to see what they looked like, and found guns. So he's like, hey, Red, look at this. And Red immediately goes to like, all right, who did we get these from? We're gonna go talk to them. And he's immediately getting thrown out.
9mm is the best mag to have. You can fit problem 1 and problem 2 right into the barrel.
So, Red can't get in, but it turns out this purple shoe wearing blonde man can get in. And I guess he noticed that we were trying to get in. It's like, hey, that's my assistant. So he lies for us to get us in. That's Fuse. He was supposed to be the 8th character of the game, but again, the game had to be rushed out, so Fuse got scrapped, but did get put back in the remaster.
Yes, if you didn't know, this game also does have a remastered version available on, I believe, all platforms now, besides maybe Microsoft. I'm not entirely sure. But Steam covers that, basically. So I highly recommend, if you are wanting to check this game out, check out the remaster. It's a much more beginner-friendly version of this game, and you'll see what I mean when you get into it.
Right. They do a lot of quality of life updates, but right now we're doing the OG. So, unfortunately, we didn't get any information that we needed. Fuse seems like he got something he wanted. Though, while we're going on, it seems there's a pirate ship coming to attack us for our Bucci bags. They want those Bucci bags.
Little do they know. Or maybe they do know. Who knows?
Alright, they're coming into the engine room. We gotta fend them off. They sent a pig and a cart. Like a go-kart at us.
The little Mars rover.
I also need to...
thank you, Electra. Happy SaGa 2026.
I need to, like,
I said
keep
SaGa
in mind
twice there. It's that good.
Yeah. I need to keep in mind that every time we fight a monster, I have to make sure to not absorb. Because if we change Cotton's form, it might not be good enough for the run. There have been some runners that have changed his form later on in the run. It's not really necessary, though. So Fuse comes in and saves us after we got tied up, and it's like, all right, we're gonna go beat him up, but we're actually gonna take a safe way out. You can go to the left and do a very difficult dodge past like 7 or 8 enemy sprites, or you can take this way with no possibility of running into an enemy. We're gonna do that because this is a marathon. And just hold down here, make sure that guy doesn't see us. We're gonna duck into this room real quick to do this fight, because normally the medic robot BJ and K is in this room, and we want to recruit
The
we also
lovingly known PB and J.
Yeah. Get ourselves some PB and J. Fuse did join us. Unfortunately, he won't be sticking around. You can recruit a few different people, or at least meet a few different people in this section. Blue, who we'll be playing later, is on here, but he won't join you because he doesn't like your name. Blue's a little rude.
What's wrong with the name Red?
I know, right?
It's an excellent name, man.
Alright, we are gonna get one other party member in Rufus over here. He's just sitting here smoking a cigar until we go and, annoy him to help us out. Oops.
Ships getting hijacked by pirates? What better time to fly up a good old 97?
Ugh. Movement in this game can be a little sloppy depending on how
the enemy
laid out. The enemy, and we're gonna just be like, okay, send the peanut butter bot at him. That's the medevac. There we go. There we go.
You're using robot gloves? I give you laser. Die.
Boom. Alright, let's go ahead and put the peanut butter robot back in the party. Alright, so now we're trying to make our way to the cockpit to take out the leader of these pirates. But we need to figure out a way to get there. We can either fight through a bunch of enemies through this door and use up a lot of time, or we can go down this way, where if we stop moving, we instantly die. Alright, we didn't instantly die. Good job.
You don't just instantly die, you get kicked back to the title screen.
Yes. It doesn't tell you why. You just fly off the screen, it goes to black, and then it's new game load gay.
Classic SaGa fashion. We'll be seeing a couple of other of those moments throughout this little block here.
Right. Oh, he learned something, but that's not what I wanted to learn. The fight's okay, I guess. Can be helpful later on, but it does cost a WP to use. Rufus. That's what I want Red to learn right there. That is a really good move. Fuse learned rotation kick. Red learned deflect. So we are getting sparks.
He's trying his best, okay?
Yeah, we are getting sparks, just not on who it really matters.
He's how old? 17, I think? He's trying.
Yeah.
His little Gen Z broccoli head will get there soon enough.
Oh, he's doing something. Gross. That move does less damage than your regular swing.
Could be tough. Could be easy.
So I'm not gonna bother. I'm running away. Bye.
I'm gonna go get my Bucci rock. The children are now dead. Don't worry. Be safe for the day.
We also don't really want them to learn much of it, like, to get that many stat ups, because after this point we're not going to see either of them again. Alright, so while they did get away with the cargo, we noticed that they're being tailed by this monstrosity of a ship here that... Now that's the pirate ship that just, mugged us in the sky. And it is gone.
Is that even street legal? That can't be street legal.
Of course it's not street legal. It's in the sky. That's the Black Ray.
Good point.
You're welcome. Yeah, that's the Black
cool
Ray.
Definitely not going to be relevant in 2 seconds.
Yeah, so that is the flagship of Black X. So we're gonna get paid again, and we did lose BJ and K, but we can just go right in here to re-recruit them. And...
Don't talk to my problem about anyone, or else I'll disassemble you.
And that's why that particular mech is not a snitch, because it doesn't want to be disassembled by the hero of the story. Also, right there, this game has 3 different parties you can put your characters into, and you can use any of those 3 parties for a majority of the fights. The game will force you to use Party 1 for specific fights, but for what we want to do for a little while, it's just easiest for it to have Cotton in one party and BJ and K in another party. Alright, so Red is walking around asking about Black X. And while asking about Black X, he runs into some people who are quite high, and they don't like his hair, so they're gonna make fun of him about it. They're kind of jerks. Alright, we're gonna go right back up there to... So right here, I normally give a PSA on my stream. Do not do drugs, everybody. If you do, you'll turn into a Yeti.
Not just any Yeti. A Yeti with poor fashion taste.
A Yeti that gets one shot by a robot.
That green, that blue, that purple? No, honey. No.
Alright, so after we just destroyed a random citizen on drugs, we're gonna chase after the person who gave it to them. Not after we do a little bit of shopping and get, stopped by a boar. There we go. Alright, now we gotta chase this guy through the back streets of Kuran. There is someone you can buy a secret board from here, but we don't have enough money, and it's not 100% necessary to get it, so I just kind of skip over it. It's nice to have, though. It gives some good stats to your mechs. I'm gonna quick save on this room because I've like been randomly messing up here. Alright, we're good. Alright, and we chase them all the way back to the Cygnus. Like, we got him. We'll never lose him here. There he is. We got him. Oh no, maybe not.
Oh no, we lost him.
Is there any explanation as to why this happens?
Funny.
Yeah, there is no real explanation as to why everyone looks exactly the same on the ship. But that does mean he gets lost into the crowd and we do lose him. So we're just gonna, you know, continue doing our job, flying all over the regions. This time we're going to Kyo. By the way, I wish you could go on to Cygnus and on other stories. This is the only story that deals with it. And we're going to leave Kyo. Because we don't want to be here right now. And we don't need the salary at this point anymore. Any other money that we potentially need, we can get throughout the run in pretty convenient locations. Alright, now we're gonna stop in Shingro, and we're gonna take a break and enjoy some arena fighting. You know, after we cut a line, because you know we're superheroes and all, and we can get away with that. We're just gonna watch though. We're not gonna take part.
Reminds me of a certain Johnny Joestar.
Wait, this is a mostly scripted section. You can get a little bit of time save if Mystery Tap hits like it does. This way it skips that enemy's... can potentially skip that enemy's turn with Blue Mess. Yeah, it did this time.
Wonder who this guy in the mask is.
No idea, but that is a pretty neat mask.
He used to be showboating a lot.
Kick to the head.
Burva counter. I guess his name is Burva. Has to be.
Oh, yeah, that should be it for... Yep. Oh.
Becomes a little pile.
GG's to whoever that was.
Fun fact, that little pile that is just there is just another enemy sprite stretched out.
Alright, so that right there was Dr. Klein. At the beginning of the game, Red was talking to his father about Dr. Klein, and about how Dr. Klein is working with some nefarious people, aka Black X. So we're gonna go and have a chat with him. I am gonna quick save here, just in case, okay, we didn't mess up. We did. Do a little dodge there, and we don't find Dr. Klein. We do find a gremlin, right? I forget the name.
We find some goons.
Either way, we're gonna sing them the song of our people, and they're gonna let us go away. So at this point, Red is now looking for any sort of secret passage, but gets a call from the Cygnus, and kind of comes to the conclusion that, hey, I can't continue to look into Black X while I'm on the Cygnus. So we're gonna go and give Hawk here the unfortunate news that we're going to be leaving. At this point, the story does open up, and we can go exploring to our heart's content, recruiting new party members, doing all sorts of stuff. We're not going to be doing much extra stuff. We're going to go straight into investigating Black X. Right after, right after leaving the random town they left us in. Yeah, of all the places, I don't know why they put you in Yorkland.
Probably just wanted you to chat with my boy Thunder. Shoot some hoops out back with him.
Go get drunk, go get the gold card.
Mm-mm.
Oh, Grail card, not gold card. Gold card isn't back. All right. So let's go investigate some Black X stuff. I'm gonna quick save here, just in case things go wrong. Don't. And putty backflips. All right, so we found a secret door that hit us with some purple gas, and we're sleepy. But that's okay. We got this. Good job. Right, we actually don't want that to happen. Alright. Red's getting a little gun shy about transforming, then because of that this happens. And so we unfortunately game over there, but we don't get kicked.
Run over. Let's go. Just kidding.
World record again. 3rd world record on stream. So we actually now have been kidnapped by Black X. And they're gonna try to do some brainwashing. So while they're not looking, we're just gonna transform into Black X. They can immediately just forget who's in the chair. Also, fun fact, if you manage to slip around these enemies and leave, Red's sprite just goes away.
And it's permanent. So you just become invisible on the overworld map forever, and nobody knows why, and nobody knows how to fix it. It does technically save one encounter and like an extra, what, 30-45 seconds? But
you can't see
you'll
yourself.
see why that becomes disadvantageous later on.
Also, Alkaiser's theme is so good.
Mm-hmm. Reminds me of that one cover that was on Nico Duga not too long ago.
Here unfortunately, we do have to kick our Lord and Savior here, Rocky.
A noble sacrifice he was.
Alright, so we come down here to get the rest of our party members along with the IRPO Agent Doll. This is a character who's exclusive to Red Scenario. Unfortunately, we'll only be using her for one fight here. Alright, do we get lucky here? Yes, we do. Yeah. Suit, defendware. Hand blaster. Hand blaster. Super forward. Glass. I don't know why. For the life of me, I always forget what to put on that menu. It's not even a hard menu. I always forget what to put on BJJ. So we picked this to do first because we can have a this fight goes on for like 3 or 4 turns and gives Red an opportunity to spark some abilities. Please don't hit Red, jerk. Alright, he's still alive, that's good. And we're really hoping that he sparks something good. That's usable. I'd rather have something else. But we can do Gale Slash for the Ranger of the run.
That is manageable for the rest of the run, yes. Barely, but it is.
Yeah. It's like you take it if you get it. You would rather have like I'd rather have Heaven, Hell, like triple thrust or something along those lines.
Maybe something crazy like Bear Crush.
Funny thing is, I have a backup save in case things go really sideways. That one does have Bear Crush, so we're good on that. Oh, bye, doll.
Yeah.
There should be one more turn.
Rocky may only punch, but he also only punches up. He punches above his weight, forever and always. That would be his name. Hopefully he doesn't come back to haunt us later in the game, because
he totally can do that.
I like to say that his spirit kind of haunts this game. Anyways, Burba's dead now.
Yes. So after you do this fight, Alkaiser will learn Final Crusade, which is a very useful ability. Make sure not to transform. And explosions!
One thing about SaGa is if you think you spot a reference, you might be right on that, because the development team are a bunch of nerds.
Alright, we are gonna make a pit stop.
The whole series is actually inspired by a board game. I don't remember the title off the top of my head, but Kawazu gave an interview not too long ago about the origins of the SaGa series, and it's a fascinating interview to read if you can find it.
I'll have to find it, because I'm very interested as to what board game it is. Anyway, we're gonna go back to Shrek really quick to get one of the best characters for SaGa speedrunning in Engineer Car.
Engineer Car, my beloved.
We use Engineer Car in quite a few of the scenarios. Now we're gonna go back to Kyo, because we didn't really investigate when we were here last time. I'm gonna pick up another robot named Rabbit over here, who is also looking into Black X. So we're gonna check out this building again. Turns out, right under this, unassuming building is a Black X base. No. Nope.
That is right on the money, Tuts. Nice, yeah. There's another one that like inspired the series as a whole, like the idea for it. I cannot remember the name of it off the top of my head. It's a more obscure one from the 60s. These guys are nerds.
We're gonna move
Just like
this.
us,
We're gonna move
which is
this
perfect.
mech out of the way, just to be safe. All right, we only have to deal with one putty, so we're just gonna give him a big ol' headbutt. Bonk.
Bonk.
All right, so that we found the source of the drugs that we found the people taking in Kurong. So Red's immediate course of action, not to disassemble this place, get rid of the drugs, is to blow it up. Because we're the heroes. These guys have somewhat predictable movement, so you can get around them pretty easy. Oops.
Cool thing about mechs here, they can equip just any equipment forever. So you can have 10 different bodysuits on them and they'll just carry it like a champ.
Right.
Whereas with humans, there's a body part system for armor and stuff like that. So mechs are very, very overpowered in that sense.
Yeah,
which is why we use them a lot.
Right. We just threw multiple helmets onto Engineer Car there. No.
Engineer Cars become Doug Dimmadome, or the owner of the Dimsdale Dimmadome.
Also,
this
the,
is Metal Black.
Or M-Black 1, as it's spelled here. The background you see is on fire. We did successfully blow up their base, and we one-rounded him. Very nice.
Very nice. That's very, very rare to get. That's very, very nice to get.
Yeah. And he is a mech. Mechs can absorb programs from other mechs. We need a very important program from him there. I almost got my gold there.
This game is so good, I agree.
I almost got, I matched my gold exact.
Oh, ooh. That would have been bad.
Alright.
It's a good thing nothing bad happens at speedrun marathons.
Yeah, now, who's ready for pain? Now, Sky, I know you know what's coming up.
I made an offering to Kawazu earlier. Don't worry. We're safe.
Alright, oops. So now we're going back into Manhattan to the CTC building, which is where Miss Campbell here works. And she somehow knows your dad, and she spoke to you over the intercom saying, hey, come on up, we'll talk to you about it. And surprise, you get attacked by Black X. Now this section has some of the hardest dodges in this entire game. I'm going to do my best to mitigate them. You can save some time if you manage to squeeze by certain things, but we can take a certain amount of additional encounters before we have to like worry about battle rank. So I'm going to take a few intentional ones while also trying to go around other ones. But after this fight, I'm going to leave all commentary to Sky while I concentrate on getting through here with as little pain as possible.
Yes, thank you very much. Basically what we're going to do is we're just going to kind of infiltrate this building. We're going to pick up some goodies along the way because this is very clearly like a Black Cross hideout here. Black Cross, if you're familiar with the remaster, Black X, same thing. We're just going to kind of casually climb up to floor 31. We're going to ignore these guys because they are fake bodyguards, I swear. It's a pretty hard dodge here, so we're gonna... That one's a hard one to get, especially first try. While we're doing that, I can explain why we want to keep our battle rank low, like a very specific reason why. And that specific reason is the boss pools, the HP pools for each boss goes up every 2 battle ranks. So we want to keep our battle rank below where that flips over, which is at battle rank 3. Technically, we do have the equipment and the setup to deal with battle rank 3, but in an ideal world, we don't want that because that's more HP, that's more time, that makes the route very, very unsafe because you have to deal with twice the amount of HP in most
Okay, that was
cases.
completely on me there. That wasn't like, oh, enemy movement. I just got stuck on a corner.
That does happen. These corridors are very, very narrow. I'm convinced that the CTC building was the sole inspiration for the level design of SaGa Frontier 2 at times.
Alright, so this is where the pain points come in.
So basically we're just kind of waiting our turn in line here, trying to get up without much issue here. We are able to take a couple of encounters on these stairs. Well, it'll become obvious when we get there. But, yeah. The intentional ones that we're going to be taking just because, like, they're way too hard to get in a marathon setting. We're just gonna try to chill it out here.
Also, movement on the stairs is a little awkward. Like you would think like, oh, going up is making you go up and go left. And it's like, no, both go up. Like you have to do like down left to actually go like this. It's easier to go up this way than it is to... There we go.
There we go. 3rd time's the charm.
Now, see
now
that?
I have to defeat a giant tiramisu.
See what we just did there? We're gonna do that 4 times. Each with, well, 5, technically 5, but the 5th one is very easy. All with the different like ways of getting around the enemies. One of them is you can try to spend time to go around the enemies, but you might end up losing more time doing that than if you just run your face into them.
I'm just gonna bob and weave in freeway speed traffic here. Just casually, don't do this at home, kids. Red is a trained professional, and by trained, I mean he did it just now.
Oh!
Ooh, almost. They like to bait you like that.
Yeah. A majority of my estimate is this and the final dungeon.
Yes, the final dungeon is this, but on steroids.
Mm-hmm. I see there you'd think...
Very, very not fun.
Yeah. I might take one extra encounter here if we get... If we try this again and we get the very top of the stairs, I'll just take it.
You can maybe show off at least one of the plant dodges.
I can attempt.
Or not, okay. Alright, we got 2 more of those little Mars rover guys. We're gonna go make them sing happy birthday on their own.
Alright.
Yes, this area in general is notoriously like the largest of difficulty spikes in casual. You can see here, this section is the hardest section. This is where we're going to be taking the majority of our intentional encounters here, just to not have to deal with this dodge. Because these guys like to stick out their tentacles along the stairs.
Circle button? Thank you.
Which, the hitboxes for them are rather large and rather unfair. And sometimes they can be like delayed and stuff, and between that and some input delay when you pause and unpause, between like buffers for dodging, it's just a pain. Runs go to live and die here. You can have the best run in the world and it will die here.
Like I currently have a 122 in this category. World record is a 115. And I think I won't even bother with trying to dodge here until I get under 120. Because you can do a bunch of pause buffering to get around them, and while it is faster, it is exceptionally difficult.
I remember earlier we were talking about potentially saving time with turning Alkaiser invisible with an unintentional glitch from an enemy dodge. This is why we don't go for that, because all you have to see him by for all of these dodges is his tiny little shadow on screen that is barely visible.
Right.
So, and it persists between saves too. You can hard save, turn off the console, wait a week, turn it back on, load that save, he'll still be invisible.
Alright, now we have bouncing pill bugs.
This section gives me nightmares.
I'm gonna take this one.
Because of
that. It's right at the very top of the stairs. So.
Yeah, why not? Just means we have to be better at Black X Base. Easy.
Yeah, sure, easy.
Easy.
So we're at 5 extra encounters. It means I can take 10 more before we have to, panic. I do have a save right at the very end of Black X Base in case we just can't get there and you want to stay within schedule. But let's try not to get that.
Another thing you may have noticed by now, actually, if you've been more technical here in chat and you've been paying attention to how many battles we've gotten into, you might start to realize that, hey, we've taken more battles than what our current battle rank should be. What's up with that? And that is purely because, well, first of all, there's like some shenanigans you can do with something called the encounter table, but beyond that, there is another thing called certain script fights just don't give you any battle points.
Right.
Which includes boss fights and fights like this one. So we can take them without risking raising our battle rank at all.
So we're gonna fight a man in a suit and some death room bursts. The ultimate in defense.
Not
the
a reference
Roomba.
to a certain movie.
Also, battle rank manipulation, we don't really need to worry about that too much. Like, we don't want to go over a certain battle rank here. There's only one run in this game that where you really might want to think about battle rank manipulation, and that's Teach 60.
Yeah, we don't need to worry about that here. There's enough diversity of enemies here that we don't need to worry about that. And the only people that worry about that no longer play the game. So.
So now we are fighting Miss Campbell here, who turned into a giant spider. You know, as you do.
One little factoid here for you. The character design for Cindy Campbell actually did have red hair for that overworld sprite. But they changed it when they got the art from Tomomi Kobayashi, who was the series illustrator. The original sprite is one of the shopkeepers inside of the Manhattan Mall right now. So you can see the original prototype Cindy Campbell there, and she's got like orangish red hair. So that's why Cindy Campbell has orange hair here and not when she's a human.
Alright. Just lost the whole 2 minutes of that section, no big deal.
Very, very nice.
I've got my splits open specifically just to keep track of the additional encounters. Whoops, I almost went the wrong way.
That splash art, by the way, goes so hard. Tomomi Kobayashi popped off your SaGa Frontier.
Alright, so normally we'd be going straight to Kurang, but this is a marathon and I want to make sure we actually get past the next section. So we're going to go to Devon for a pit stop over here at the rune tent and get Vitality Rune for red. We have a 1v1 coming up with just Alkaiser and Chooser, the enemy from the very beginning of the game. It's that 1v1 that we need to spark a good attack for. We can get through it with Gale Slash, so I'm not going to use the safety save that I have with Bear Crush. But even with the Vitality Rune, we do have a little bit of a chance of dying to him, just much less with Vitality Rune. But in order to get there, we need to talk to Annie here first, who says that she knows about Suger and Black X because you were asking. She also knows you were looking into it because you were asking around. But she's like, "Hey, take me out to dinner first." And he's like, "Okay." So that's what this scene is. He's letting her know what's up. But she's like, "Yeah, I still need to make money, so you're still gonna pay me to get this information." Excuse me.
I find it really, really humorous that the way that these sprites are set up, they're not actually in their like sitting pose. So it looks like they're standing on the chairs. It looks like
Right.
the tables are that tall that they have to stand on the chairs to have this serious conversation about, yeah, no, my entire family was murdered by an evil crime syndicate. And I'll never forgive the man that did it. Can I get a refill of the unlimited garlic bread here? I can't reach it.
Alright, Final Crusade. Put that on. And then changes for the program that we got earlier. And do we get free RNG? No, we don't. That ticks up the counter rate. This is an unfortunate random event where you can get mugged here. Normally you can pay some money to avoid this fight. Reg is like, nah, I'm gonna fight you. But this does add to our additional encounters. So we're up to 6 now. Which means Black X base becomes that much more scary.
This means you will get to see more technical prowess at the end of the run here, because there is a lot of teeny tiny technical things going on to ensure that these dodges succeed, in spite of the forced encounters that are just impossible to avoid.
Yeah, I'm gonna do my absolute best to get through it. There are a couple spots that I just have not been able to wrap my head around yet. And I'll let you know those as they come up. But just picture a bridge that is just big enough for 2 sprites to be on, and you have to dodge another sprite with your sprite, and not touch them. There is enough space for a single pixel, and you have to thread that needle.
I always take that encounter when I run red. I try to save my encounters in CTC.
Same.
Yeah.
There's one mech that I just can't dodge in at Black X Base, but we'll get to that later. First is Kurang Backstreets, which is also a little annoying because of this dodge right here. I'm gonna bring him down over here. There we go.
I like to think that these little putties here, when they're sprinting at you, they're going like, "Give me a hug."
Yeah. They look like they're like half squat position with their fists just out extended. This dodge here is a little weird because there's a lot of spots in this room you can't stand on.
Again, very tight, very narrow corridors.
I didn't wait for him to start like dashing. He probably dashed into me. Let's try it again. Get over here. Put
Another fun
back
little factoid here for you guys. There is a certain entrance in the sewers of Kurong that says the manhole above it is locked. That was actually originally supposed to lead to Schuser Base. Before they, you know, ran out of time to really explore that possibility. There was the possibility of having other characters come here, like T260 and potentially even Loot. But though that code has been long since lost to time. Those scenario documents are in a locker somewhere, so we can only dream of what might have been possible.
Okay, this is probably going to be a 3-fight turn. Also, with Cotton paralyzed here, I can actually turn into Alkaiser.
Because we all know paralysis also takes away your eyesight.
Right. Yeah, unfortunately, with Cotton paralyzed here, this is going to be a little bit longer of a fight, but we should be fine. 3 damage. Good job, Rabbit. That should wake him up.
The reason why it does that is because he's affected by the lightning status
Yeah,
condition.
yeah. This is a rough fight. That should be good. Yeah, oh, nope. Okay.
We got this, we got this.
You can do Big Missile now because you don't have any more Bolt Thrower. There we go.
Just have to remember that one commercial that aired alongside a 7-Eleven commercial over in Japan. I'm not kidding. There is a series of commercials that Square did in 1997, so obviously, you know, market the game. Mm-hmm. And they would air alongside various commercials on the air. I think one of the ones that's been archived, it ran alongside like a 7-Eleven commercial or something like that, which I find rather humorous.
Well, hey, you gotta get the word out somehow, and I know I like 7-Eleven. I would.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I love how the transition into this fight is. It just makes Cotton look very confused.
What am I doing here? I'm gonna scream. Oh, everyone die. Okay.
All right, so now with that taken care of, we're gonna go on to the Schuser fight. This is a pretty big reset point. If CTC building didn't get you, this is the next spot that's probably going to. I'm going to quick save to be safe.
Excuse me, that was a hiccup. I don't know if that caught up on the microphone.
I didn't hear it, so you should be fine.
Got me a nice bowl of ramen here to get me into the mood.
Alright, so now we have one fight with Schuser with everybody. The laser should be enough to get him to enough damage to flee. I believe it's 5k. Yep.
Not too bad, kid.
They lay down some covering fire for him, and then he just, you know, jumps into his helicopter. Red's not having that, though.
The power of a Black Hawk. I escape. Bye.
We got the 1v1 hero versus villain. Alrighty. Let's rock.
Ready to face heaven's wrath.
Alright, we're gonna start immediately with Vitality Rune to get regeneration on us. And then we're just gonna try to out-damage him. Also, when you're doing this, you need to make sure that you're actually on the Ray Sword. Too many times I've been attacking, like, why am I not doing enough damage? Only to find that I'm using the Broadsword instead. So after Claw Bit, I need to be a little careful because the claws are gonna hit me, and then next turn he's gonna do an attack, and then the claws will hit me. So this should be good here.
Such a good fan cover. I wish an upload of it still existed on YouTube, but I think it got taken down.
Alright, so I ran out of WP, so we're just gonna Ray Sword him and hope for sparks. That's legitimately not good.
Chat, we need your energy. We need you to we need you to pray to Kawazu with us.
So Shuzu has Okanogi's brain somehow, and that makes Shuzu our dad somehow. But we're gonna say nah, and we're gonna learn Hard Slash. Good job. Good job. Wow, we're gonna go into the final stretch of the game with some meh abilities at best. But this will be enough.
This is going to be kind of interesting.
This will be enough. It just might be a little slower.
Thank you, chat, for your energy, by the way. We have successfully sparked... yeah.
Hey, I'll take the extra sparks. It gets us closer to masteries. That way our abilities cost one less. We need every WP we can get.
We don't really have many more opportunities for sparks from here on out, which is why it's bad that we haven't really sparked anything good after this fight. Because at this point, it's just kind of go time.
Yep. Once we go on here, this is the point of no return for Red. You go to the end of the game and you go with what you have. So we get called by Hawk to come on, and he says, "Hey, I got this Black X disguise, and we're just gonna drop you off at the Black Ray because why not?" Oh, sorry, Red's gonna bring himself there, but we are sneaking in.
It's very odd how much Captain Hawk knows about Black X.
Right?
That's rather weird. Probably nothing.
Also, I love how you move when you're a Black X putty.
Where my hug at?
Alright, so that looks like someone we met before. That was M Black, and after we run into him there, the alarm's gonna sound. Now, up on the top it says, this much time to base. Every room we go into, that's gonna decrease. If we ever go back into the same room we've been into, it will trigger a boss fight. And after that boss fight, if we haven't ticked this down enough, we blow up and get kicked back to the main menu, the title screen. And the game will not tell you why. Oh,
I like to think
that
Metal Black here is trying to go to.
I goofed a little.
Uh-oh.
Alright, we have to take this because we actually.
I like to think that Metal Black here is trying to kamikaze before Red has the chance to do anything about it.
We might be in a little bit of trouble if I can't get out of these dodges, which we cannot quick save during this section.
No quick saves allowed here.
Yeah. If we can't get out of this, I'm going to go to the quick save before this entire section. So we're back to 6.
Redo, rewind the episode real quick.
Yeah, we'll take whatever we get here. Yeah, I went in the wrong hallway right at the end there, and that put me in a bad position to get the item. Like, I got into the correct room, but I just approached it from the bottom rather than from the top, which makes getting the item we need much more difficult. Supposed to go into this door.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't remember approaching this room from the bottom.
That's what that's supposed to look like. Right. Octoboard.
The taco board.
Jumpsuit. Where are my mirror glasses at? Oh, armor glasses. My bad. I was wearing the mirror glasses. This is mirror glass and secret board. Yep. All right.
Here we go.
So yeah, when you re-enter any room you're into, it triggers this. It will trigger this fight no matter what, and the ship will blow up no matter what. It all depends on how many rooms you made it, whether you actually continue or not.
Night night, red. Honk shoe honk. Me 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 me.
Should be one more hit on M Black to finish this fight. There we go.
That is Metal Black 2. Hopefully we won't be seeing him again, because God, he's such an awesome, he's such an awful fight.
At least he has this music to accompany it.
Oh yeah.
SaGa Frontier and all of the SaGa games have amazing music. Get another
Shout out
program.
my boy Kenji Ito, series composer for everything except for, I think, SaGa Frontier 2, which I think was done by Hamauza.
Oh. Alright, so we're going into here with 6 encounters. We can take 9. And I'm going to try my... Sorry about that, I didn't realize that was open.
Oh my god! E-Car talked to us! Whoa! Right, this is when we lock in. This is when things get actually serious. Welcome to Black X Base. This is the single hardest dungeon in the entire game, purely for the dodges.
Yeah, right now we're trying to get this pickbird stuck. We'll round this guy. Quick save down here so that he can't get us while we look on this putty. Around it. Gonna do that. And this mech, I unfortunately do not know.
Even with a different composer. Yeah.
Oh, I forgot to move Cotton, so we're just gonna, send everybody at him.
Alright, gang! Get him!
Get him! Everyone just defends while, the bat headbutts him.
Do a backflip to intimidate him! Yeah!
Yeah! Now I gotta go through the absorb screen. Whoops. Alright, let's move Cotton over. Alright, move you down. That. So this room, we're gonna try to get everyone as far up into this corner as we can, because we need to hit a switch and get an item. So we're gonna open this door. Quick save.
The horde has been unleashed.
Yeah, it's a little difficult to get around them because you can't see where they are because of how the door opens. There we go. Get around this. We're gonna force this fight with the Pickbird. This Pickbird fight is not in the the route as far as encounters calculated into it, and I don't know why. I don't know anyone who can actually dodge this one.
It is barely possible, technically, to dodge it, but it's virtually impossible.
Right. You down here.
It might as well be TAS only.
I'll try that one again. Here, there's a fairy and a pickbird. Typically, which one is closer is RNG. We got the fairy. I'm just gonna headbutt it, I guess. If I can't get it on this one, we'll take it.
Fun fact about that twerk in chat. The reason why this is such a massive extension of Romancing Saga 3 is because A, they jumped into this right after concluding development on Romancing Saga 3. B, the Mana team actually merged with the SaGa team around this time during Square's restructuring to accommodate for PlayStation development instead of Super Famicom development. And this game was actually originally going to be Romancing Saga 4. But then once they started getting into like planning meetings and figuring out, you know, what ideas they have for each character, they realized they have way too many. And went for this more sci-fi approach, which I think worked out incredibly well.
I almost made it through this entire room flawlessly until the armadillo happened. Or the pillbug, I mean. That would have been the first time I got through this room flawlessly.
This room sucks. I practice this room almost exclusively.
Alright, hopefully I can get by. Oh, I got stuck on a corner. I think we can take this and still be okay. If not, I
can't really take much more.
Yeah. Well, I can take a couple more. I think I can just hold down left and actually make it all the way down right now, where I'm positioned. Otherwise,
hopefully.
Yeah, otherwise I'm in a. Okay, we're good.
Cool.
Yeah, we are good at this point. I don't want your attention.
Oh yeah, Chaos. You especially would have certain memories of this place. I too have nightmares about this place. I kind of just block this out of my memory and pretend it doesn't exist. You know the song "Turn It Off Like a Light Switch"? I don't remember the exact title of it. Goes something like that from the Book of Mormon musical. I do that.
I have yet to see that.
I do that, but with the entirety of Red's story.
Alright, we have enough encounters that I can just run my face into the remainder of the enemies in the way and be okay. I will... Like, there's gonna be one more extra slime that I'm gonna fight. After that, there's gonna be 2 more slime fights that are planned. And then I'm gonna quick save to get around a slime and a dinosaur. And then we're on to the final boss gauntlet. And
That's
normally
right, we don't just have a final boss.
Oh yeah, we have
a final boss gauntlet for this scenario.
Though luckily for Red, I call Red's final boss the dungeon rather than the actual final boss. Well, yes, you can still lose during the gauntlet. He doesn't have as bad.
Very hard to lose.
Yeah, he doesn't have as bad final boss as say Romancing Saga 2, Revenge of the Seven, or Scarlet Grace. Alright, so at the beginning of the game, our house was on fire, and we thought our mother and sister were dead, but it turns out they've been kidnapped by Black X, and here they are. We almost let it slip that we're Red, but he saves it, gets told that Dr. Klein actually gave them a key to give to Alkaiser, so that way Alkaiser can actually reach Dr. Klein. You also get a full heal from...
The best part about this game too, Twerk, I'm sorry, I'm going off on another side tangent while you're working through these dodges.
We're good.
This game was made with the same developmental software that Final Fantasy VII was made with. And the SaGa team and the Final Fantasy team actually worked pretty closely together, so they would quite regularly talk about stuff with each other. When the spoilers for Raclesis stereo, so if you haven't played that yet, I'm sorry. While we defeat Middle Black here, or Black X, excuse me. He's the supposed ringleader of Black X, but it's not actually. When the director of Raclesis scenario started working on White Rose's quote-unquote death in the labyrinth, that spread through the office like wildfire. Like everyone, even the like head honchos on the Final Fantasy VII team were like, no, no.
We love White Rose around here.
Tight knit team back then. It was It was such a really, really positive environment.
Alright, I shifted from using Gale Slash to Razor just to save some WP. Also, funny fact, I did just barely, I did Black X base just barely faster than my PB there.
Nice.
Alright, first boss down.
First boss down. And that's the only boss, guys. We joked ya, we got ya. Haha, that's the end, that's the end. Because that's Black X, that's the leader, right?
Right, it should be. Totally. Totally avenged our dad. Oh, hi, Dr. Klein, how you doing?
Oh.
He wasn't the boss. Totally not the boss. Here's more enemies for you, because why not? Alright, now we're
this guy?
Yeah, we're fighting some old friends now. And if we have kept our battle rank low,
a bunch of adrenaline, and now he's back.
Yeah, if we've kept our battle rank low, they should. Burva here should only have 8,000 HP. Oh no! Oh no!
That's bad.
We can still get through it too, but oh no! Red, get on that.
Makes this a lot riskier.
Yeah, Red, get on that, please.
The reason why that's so bad is because we don't just have to fight Burva here. There are more fights coming with no break.
Yeah, Burva will Burva counter melee strikes, so we're gonna try not to send as many as we can. We hope that Tiger Rampage combos with something. We are on the correct battle rank, so we don't have to deal with double HP for Chooser and Arachne as well. This still is risky though because Rabbit is very low, and both of them can do AoE damage. In fact, Arachne likes to do AoE damage. We can totally just, 5 combo and wipe them off the face of the world, but that's not happening.
So far we're good.
Okay.
That might be... Is that Chooser down?
That should be Chooser down. With the... When you get a combo, every attack after the opener ignores defenses. So having Tiger Rampage and the Hyperion Bazooka go after Gale Slash is huge. As you saw, 10,000 damage. They only have 12k health, so...
Now we're chilling going into this third one here.
Yeah. If we get that combo again, we're fine, because it didn't involve Rabbit. Oh, we don't have Stun Slash. Gale Slash. We ran out of WP. So, Hard Slash. Alright, this is a weird attack.
Oh.
No, we're fine. We're chilling. We're chilling. This should get her.
Doing random stats, something like that, I don't remember.
Almost. She is very close to it. We're Razor. We're not doing Stun Slash around here.
It's got a Hype Spark. Ready? Just kidding.
JK. Alright, now, we still have another boss to go, but we do get a chance to go into our menu before that. Yes, more importantly, we get a chance to quick save.
I've lost so many runs accidentally pressing absorb there.
Oh, I'm gonna do something real quick, just in case we do get a spark. I'm going to take Vitality Rune off of Alkaiser. This way, if I do spark something, everything else will cost a little less. Oh, it's gonna cost less anyway. Because we sparked a whole bunch of meh moves. I completely forgot about having kick and kick, bright fist, and deflect. All right.
Noble Warrior here, Metal Black 3.
It's our old friend, M Black. This fight, I gotta pay attention to a couple of different cues throughout the fight, and hope that I don't get any random stuns on this turn in particular. It would also help if I got at least some combinations. Alright, that's good. That's also good. What am I doing this turn? We're chilling. Oh, no, we're not chilling this turn. He turned around. Yep, good thing I did that. If he is looking towards Rabbit, he's more than likely going to attack Rabbit. And if Rabbit got attacks earlier, that means Rabbit will go down. So Final Crusade will get Rabbit back up and heal all the other damage that was dealt. And thankfully, everyone else comboed. This way. Red pack on Alkaiser. Alright, Alkaiser's down. We don't get any combos this turn, which is very unfortunate.
That quickness down there kind of worked against us.
Yeah. Oh, no, I'm out of items. We should be good though, because this turn is he's gonna do a little bit of damage to everybody, and then next turn we should be able to take him out before he gets an attack. Alkaiser looking a little low there, though. Alright, almost. Just gonna throw damage at him. Not worry about healing. He got his damage off. We're chilling. Alright, down goes M Black 3.
And that's actually GG. That was the real final boss, guys. Congrats.
Oh yeah, totally.
See, look,
we wouldn't fake you out for what is this, the 6th time maybe? Totally would.
I'm a very trustworthy individual. You can trust me, chat, right?
Totally.
How was Red talking? He's dead.
No, that's BJ and K just holding up his cards, using him like a ventriloquist puppet. But surprise! I am the real master of Black X. I control everything. I rule every region. You shall die. Sorry, that was not the final boss. This is the final boss.
All your base are belong to us.
Welcome to Boss X. Which is, honestly, as far as the speedrun goes, a relatively easy boss. As long as he plays nice. Lord Cannon is nice, especially when you deflect it. Also, we got a full heal from M Black 3 after that fight. So we got all our WP back. And we got a level 4 combo. Let's go.
Nice. That's massive turn 1.
Also, I just looked at my splits. I ended the boss rush at 4 minutes and 20 seconds behind.
Nice.
Alright, let's do that again. And hope for... oh, still good results. Leading off with Gale Slash. It's always nice. Oh, even better. Alright, one more turn like that, and we're done with the final boss. We don't have the Hyperion Bazooka, though, but we should be totally fine.
Be Gucci here. And it would have been funny if that single little flash there did it.
Yeah. This might do it, if not, then the other two will do it. Oh, yeah.
They feel get it. Surely, surely.
Oh, yeah, totally. Got him.
There it is. That's GG. This is I'm telling the truth. See, 7th times the charm.
Right. That's not timed yet, though.
There we go.
We
It's
do
not
have a
time yet,
cutscene.
but that is GG.
We do have a cutscene, but we are officially, like, we are done with the game, just not at time. We gotta make sure to mash through a cutscene, but not too fast. No, if you mash too fast during this final cutscene, you will soft block the game and not finish your run.
I have done that before on PB pace. I was like decently PB pace. I was like 1-2x pace, like low 1-2x.
Oh, wow.
I did that. I was like, no, 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 no. I nearly cried that day.
I've done
cried.
that on,
this game nearly made me cry.
Blue has a section like that too, which I'll bring up when we do the Blue run. Yeah, you want to make sure not to mash too fast here. So you want to be like very calculated with your button pressing. You'll actually see the triangle pop up every now and then. So here, Father's Grave. He's actually got quite a large headstone. And Hawk is like, yeah, turn around, Red. Gasp. Hawk was all Carl the entire time, and he's the one who saved you at the beginning. And he actually he takes away your powers, unfortunately. But the Red Sentai story comes to an end here. And the only thing that's left is to go get ice cream.
I think Red's a man now. I think we can call Red a man after that.
Alright. The evil has gone. But
1-2x in a marathon is a nice time, by the way.
the next evil comes. Just one word. Is there justice? Does justice ever exist? I love this little ending here for him. Because it hints at, like, all Carl having a story that, unfortunately, even though what's about to come on the screen, what it says, unfortunately doesn't actually happen. RX3.
That'll look cool.
Coming soon. Alright, time's coming up in... time.
Very, very nice run. Fun fact about that, actually. There was supposed to be a superhero region for Red's story originally, but that got cut fairly early on, unfortunately. Very nice.
Yeah, I'll take a sub 130 for a Red Marathon run any day. I actually asked Bic to increase the estimate earlier because I was so afraid of going over 130. This was very good for a marathon run.
Very, very nice run.
Yeah, but we still have more SaGa Frontier to go. I'm not sure. I'm gonna assume that we're gonna go to like next run for Blue Story or whatever. But I will be doing another run. I'll be running the same game, Blue Story. I will once again be joined by Sky.
Hi.
So yeah. See you in a moment. Yeah, I'm gonna take a short break to go to the bathroom. So I will be right back.
Likewise.
Yeah. Okay, I am back. Hello again, everybody. I'm Raclesis. Joined once again by lovely Sky. I'm unsure
Hello,
if they've...
hello.
There they are. And we will now be continuing the small saga block here with some Blue story. So we just did one of the most difficult runs in Red, whereas Blue is one of the easier ones. This is one I suggest to a lot of players, a lot of people looking into starting with Saga Frontier speedrunning. And yeah, let's get into it in 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, I see why he's named Blue. Now he's wearing blue on his outfit. Ah, Kawazu. Kawazu.
I'll still never get over the fact that they named the guy with blue hair red. Well, anyway, Blue story starts off where we're graduating from Magic Kingdom as a new Master Mage. He stepped forward, doing this quick ceremony where he's told in order to leave the Magic Kingdom, you need to be allowed to by essentially the higher-ups of the region, and it's mainly for the purpose of learning different types of magics in the world. Unfortunately, Blue is a twin, and when you're a twin, you can't have the same type of magic as the other. Yeah, his brother's name is Rouge, by the way, and this is a bit of an unfortunate story in the fact that you have to, kill your own brother, because they don't explain it right away, but they want a more complete mage rather than like an incomplete one. So like, yeah, you and your brother each learn magics. Fight to the death, see who's better. You can get back to us with that. And we start our adventure off here in Devon to start the Rune quest instead of the Arcane quest. While I'm doing this, Sky, you want to explain what that blue screen that we're looking at was?
Yes, I can. That is called the region map. This is an item that only Blue gets access to as one of the master mages of the Magic Kingdom here. He is allowed to travel freely as he pleases, but he can only go to places that he has previously attended to. So he can't just go anywhere right off rip. He can only go to certain places, and he can only do them once he's been there at least once.
Right.
So that will be very, very useful here for our specific case, because then we can just avoid a lot of things that normally you would need to do to leave a region.
Right, like normally to leave this region, you'd have to pay money to do that. But anyway, we're going to Scrap to get a majority of our party over at this bar here, starting with Mei Ling. And down there is T260, our favorite robot, or one of our favorite robots. Normally in a world record attempt, we would leave right now, but we're going to also recruit over here. And then we're going to go and do a little glitch in the junk shop. While I'm going through here, Sky, again, please explain to everyone the junk shop glitch.
Yeah, so basically this game is built on a lot of spaghetti code. So what we can do here is we can gain access here and then select the bottom item there, and that'll just let you pick how many items you can get from here. Normally you can only get 3, but selecting that bottom item, it's the 7th position in there. The spaghetti code kind of just makes it short a wire, and now we can just get 7 things, and we still have access because we haven't technically left the junk shop yet.
Right, so we can just
another thing as well is the ranking of the item that you can get is dependent on how many credits you are at. So Raclesis is going to be selling some repair kits here throughout this little glitch here, so that way he can get different items, because there are some really, really overpowered items in this junk shop.
Yeah, we've gotten quite a few of them already. There's our water cannon. We need one more. That's our last gun that we need. So now we need a few more armor pieces, and then we can get on out of here. There's one of them right there. We need shell bracers and armor gloves. I could go with maybe one more repair kit too, but I think we have enough money. So now we just need armor gloves. So one more just to be safe. And one of the times I ran this, I left here without getting enough money, and I like panicked a little bit. So I don't want to do that again.
Ow.
Yeah. Alright. Being a little stingy on the armor gloves, unfortunately, so we might be here for a minute. Oh. No, what are you about? Also, you'll see me going in and out of my menu if I'm not getting what I want. This is an attempt to try and reset the RNG a bit, or to go advance the RNG by 1. And unfortunately, I may have accidentally skipped. Oh, there's one armor glove. One more armor glove. Give it to me.
Fun facts that'll become relevant later throughout this little block here. There are 2 RNG strings that this game uses. There is action RNG and tech RNG. The RNG string that we're relying on right now is action RNG. It basically just controls almost everything besides your own actions like sparks and stuff. And tech RNG is the stuff that mainly controls what you spark during battle. And that one's a lot harder to manipulate.
So we finally got the items that we need. Now we're going to go to the other region that your region map comes preloaded with, which is Luminous. Here there is the Shadow Quest and the Light Quest. But we're going to buy the Shadow Spell Hide Behind, and then we're going to go start the Light Quest. Very importantly, it says Shadow Magic users are not permitted to enter, which means Blue cannot enter to actually complete this quest, but Mei-Ling and Luke can. Now, doing this does not give Blue the gift of light magic. However, it does complete the quest, which is one of the flags needed to finish Blue's story. So technically, we did do the quest, and that's one of the 3 major quests that we need to do done. That quick.
Wonder who that shadow was that appeared in the port.
Okay, saw it for just an instant. Must have been the wind.
He was wearing some red on his outfit.
Anyway, we're gonna get engineer
like
car.
Darker red though.
Yeah, we get our best friend engineer car.
Now we're just gonna go raid an ancient tomb. We're gonna prepare for some tough battles here. You'll recognize this tomb from Red's story. Except it's the opposite one. There are two tombs here. They look rather similar, but
I had a brain fart there.
Yeah. This is also the first major RNG point in the run, ignoring junk shot, because this is where we actually have our enemy dodges and also a little fight at the end.
We're gonna pick that up on the way though.
Grab some items along the way.
Oh, I'm room. My brain was a room ahead. That's okay. Unlike Red, we don't really need to worry about our battle rank here. So, because I had a brain fart and was going for a dodge that didn't exist in this room.
One room early.
Yeah, I was thinking about the room right here because there's a dinosaur right there.
It's a gecko.
So we're gonna quick save there and try to.
That's not bad. Nice.
Ooh, all right.
Ooh, that dodge is a very, very hard dodge just because of that grouping of enemies right there.
All right. By the way, I apologize to anyone using a headset. This part is extremely loud for no reason.
Wasn't obvious. This game also has a blaring flashing lights warning, so please be careful if you are photosensitive.
We missed the combo that we were looking for here. We can still win the fight, but it's much riskier now. But we did do a quick save beforehand, so as long as he doesn't give us Dorito breath, then we're fine.
could be an easy fight.
Yeah, usually it ends here if we get 2 level 2 combos. Turn 3, though, he has a tendency to do Fire Breath. Tail hit can be an issue, too, but... I know, we're good. We're good. First try Skull Drake. First try Skull Drake and first try Dodge. The only time lost so far is me being a dingus. Yeah, Big, it is super satisfying
maybe
hearing
that fight
that.
actually like manipulated it in your favor. That is 2 magic quests done. Easy.
Oh, sorry, we got 1 of 4 runes. We have to get all 4 runes to finish the rune quest. So we're gonna make our way.
Oh yeah, that's true. Right, I forgot about that.
So we're gonna make our way over to Manhattan now. And look at this. This is a nice fancy ship here.
I don't think I've seen this one before.
It's a very rare ship with an extended cutscene.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Oh.
Yeah, unfortunately, when you get your first rune and you try to go anywhere using the ports, you will be swallowed by a monster named Tanzer.
We've been dropped off in the worst place on Earth. New Jersey.
Oh no. Alright, so...
Hey, at least there's gonna be a Five Nights at Freddy's Pizzeria here, so...
Alright, so when we get here, we're essentially told, like, oh, this is a massive monster that eats ships, and that, like, oh, we should go with this lady. But this man comes over and says, don't follow her, she's a crime boss. Also, that's Feon. Feon is an amazing martial artist. However, there's a lot going on here. I don't want to get between these two, so we're just gonna leave.
We don't like dealing with other people's problems here in Blue Scenario.
No, not at all. This does present a problem, though. In order to finish the rune quest, we have to get a rune that Tanzer swallowed. That's okay. If we talk to this fortune teller here, you're gonna see the text get all screwy. And just like that, we finished the rune quest. That is a built-in, like, failsafe in case you find a way to leave Tanzer without getting the rune, because we can't get back in. That's something that the developers actually thought of. We're gonna get a very important item right here, the snake oil. That is crucial for something at the very end.
There's going to be a lot to explain about with that snake oil here.
Yeah.
It is. It is what makes everything possible. Literally.
Yes. Alright, so we're gonna go over to Mossbarrowburg to meet, I'm gonna say a friend of ours until you decide to run Ricky. This is Virgil. Virgil will give us access to, Time Lord's region when we ask about time magic. Excuse me, I apologize. So we get sent there to check out the region, but everything is kind of frozen in time. Nothing's moving. Wonder what's going on here.
Also, there's like weird little symbols on the ground. Like, what is that M? Whatever could that possibly be?
I have no
idea.
idea.
Very strange area.
Yeah.
That
turns
sand
out
felt a little weird too.
Yeah.
Bad texture. We're leaving.
Yeah, I didn't like how it felt on my fingers. I don't like this place. I'm leaving. But yeah, the hourglass here broke. So blue, please, thank you. It is deceptively hard to get into the middle of that circle. But after we go back to Virgil, we report back and say, hey, something's wrong with Time Lord's region. It's not working. It's frozen in time. So Virgil tells us that, oh, there's a tool that can help with that in Vicinaturu. So we get warped there, and we're going to buy a bunch of things except that. First thing we're going to do is going to go here to get a mystic spell from Mei Ling, and it gets stuck on something I didn't see. Cool. Then we're going to go visit Gozaris. Gozaris is a very special shop. They don't take regular money. They instead take your maximum hit point, LP, and like they take the maximum and lower it. Now we're gonna buy everything we possibly can until Blue has 1 LP left. But most importantly, we did not buy the tool to fix the sand in Time Lord's region. We're gonna leave Time Lord completely frozen in time. Instead, we're going back to Devon.
We're gonna go meet Best Girl.
Oh yes, Princess Ray.
My favorite character in the whole series. Ray, Rehime.
Alright, so we talked to Ray to ask about space magic, and she will teleport us to Kylan's Paradise, which is a very special area.
Fun fact about Ray, really quickly. She was supposed to be the 9th protagonist in this game.
Yes, she was.
She was cut very, very early on and repurposed for a Celsius scenario, but there was going to be a 9th protagonist in this game.
I can only imagine having 9 different scenarios going on. But anyway,
yeah.
I wonder if anyone's hungry, because we're going through an entire world of candy and various other junk foods to do Kylan's maze. He won't even talk to us until we finish his maze.
I wish my love handles agreed with this world.
We got a key, and now we're upside down. Because space! Also, very important, we brought Blue's, excuse me, alright, now it's small, and stuck, alright. We brought Blue's LP down to 1, meaning, at this point, any attack that hits Blue will kill him, and when Blue dies, it's game over. So we need to make sure he doesn't get hit. Alrighty, so going up this finishes Kylan's little area here.
And now here we are with Kylan. Fun fact, Kylan is actually Ray's protector. Don't know why exactly. You might have to ask a certain mystic lord about why that is, but yeah, Ray and Kylan are actually best friends.
Alright, so after that little menu...
And now we're gonna kill him.
After that little menu, usually you can either choose to buy space magic or recruit Kylan. Blue, unfortunately, is like, no, I want the gift of space magic. And Kylan's like, yeah, you have to kill me for that. And Blue is like, okay. So we want to kill him in 2 turns, because on turn 3, he will use reverse gravity and take all of us out. We're looking for a level 4 combo and a level 5 combo. We got the level 4 combo. Easy.
Easy, man.
It's about average damage for that. Level 5 combo! Alright.
Nice.
First try Skull Drake, first try Kylan. If my little screw up didn't happen at the beginning, we would be on such a good pace. Like,
this would be an insane pace for this route.
Like, y'all don't understand. This is unheard of for a marathon.
And now we are past, like, almost every single RNG point in the entire run. Almost, I say, because we still have the final task here, the final boss fight. And that is, now that we have all the magic, we gotta go kill our twin.
Yeah, so we have gotten the necessary requirements in order to actually challenge our twin brother to the magical duel to the death. Spell slinging back and forth. A magical battle for the ages. Everyone will be talking about this for a very long time. And the first thing that we're gonna do in this fight is we're gonna throw hands. And magic stone!
Coming.
We are getting perfect RNG.
Do some the power of pocket sand.
Oh my god, how much do you want to bet Perimedancer is just gonna, like, kick me in the face and kill me?
Oh, 100%. 100%.
Alright,
that's GG, guys.
Yeah,
Wow,
Blue's
wrap it up, guys.
4th world record, let's go!
Hey, yo.
Yeah, so, yeah. We do get credits. These are fake out,
people.
unfortunately.
No, you spoiled it. No. No.
Excuse me.
SaGa Games lying to you? How dare! See, no, that's the end. It has to be, right? Ah, you got me.
All right, so blue and rouge fuse to become one. It's the winner, whoever wins that fight. Also, if you hold circle here to try to get into Magic Kingdom as quickly as possible, you will crash the game. So I wait just a moment there, and we go back to Magic Kingdom. It's a little disheveled.
That is a glitch exclusive to the American version of the game, by the way. This does not exist in the Japanese version of the game. So while this little equip goes off here, I will say that yes, there is a reason why Blue does not like Red, the second language name, because that's the name of his twin brother, Rouge. And now we are Bluge, as is affectionately referred to by the community. You can already see it being popped up in chat there. So now we're just gonna kind of go to Magic Kingdom and see why everything's gone bad, because we were supposed to come back after we became the most powerful magician in the world. So, what gives?
Oh yeah, the fusion of Blue and Rouge actually not only combined their magic, but they learned other magic, like magic you can only get as them. Also, that menu wasn't the worst. It wasn't too bad.
That was pretty good.
Alright, so now we're gonna go down
Chad,
and
I need you to be respectful here. Thank you for being respectful the first time. We need you to be respectful a couple more times there.
Alright, so we're gonna get them stuck in quick save here for this fight with the Prima Dancer. Ooh, alright, so my good luck has
here we go.
Practically run out. Yeah. Alright.
Yep.
We can't have perfect RNG in a marathon with a SaGa run on a marathon.
At least it's not stuck at Kylan RNG. At least this is the easy part.
So we're looking for 1v1 with Prima Dancer. You can win with the Rock Baboon there. However, it is extremely lucky that the Baboon will go first and just double axe you. You can't live through double axe. So.
I wish Blues had purple blood. That would be hype. But unfortunately, that is reserved for Mystics.
I need this movement on my normal blue attempts.
Right,
that was
be respectful again.
Yeah. First time getting onto that little like pillar there to go up is rough. But we got it. So
we got it.
Little rough RNG on the junk shop, and everything else has been so good. Like,
what is this? Why are there a bunch of babies here?
You can explain this much more than I can. They divide the babies here, and if I recall, it's like so that they can do what they did with Blue in order to reseal the a portal to Hell, because unfortunately someone many years ago used was it the Master Ring or was it a different ring from Ruby's story?
It was actually to try to like get access to a bunch of magic as an energy source, and unfortunately they didn't realize that this place that doesn't look like hell was actually hell. So they sealed it away and didn't touch it again and told nobody. But that seal weakens over time, so they had to construct the perfect magician, and of course within the rules of the universe, no magician can have the opposing school of magic. So the theory is, in order to have that be possible, be respectful, chat. Thank you, chat. In order for that to happen, you have to merge them through an epic battle of the fates.
Alright, so we're told we have to go into Hell itself in order to close the portal to save essentially the world. And this is Blue or Rouge's point of no return. For it being Hell,
thankfully,
it's rather
we're all alone,
beautiful.
and everyone else in that area is dead and not one of the high-ranking magicians. We're gonna play it a little safe here because sometimes these angels do have weird
I'm just gonna retry the room.
Movement patterns.
I'm just gonna retry the room because that was a little awkward. There we go.
There we go. This is the last forced encounter of the entire route. After this, we cannot get anything else. Or else we'll just die, because they're too strong.
Yes. I am gonna quick save before going into the next room. The next room is like a stepping stone room, with angels kind of just floating around. We're gonna try to manipulate one to get out of the way, but we can't control the rest of them. Successfully manipulated. Get rolled.
Very nice.
I'm gonna do one last quick save in this room, and then it's final boss time. Because this angel just likes to troll. Alright.
And there we go. That's the last dodge in the entire scenario here. Now we are preparing for what we assume to be a fight, because now we're at the core of hell.
Right.
But oh my gosh, what is this? Is that the devil?
Yeah, welcome to Hell's
From
Lord,
the
everybody.
No, it's just Hell's Lord, okay. If it's gonna be the devil from the Bible, we'd be pretty screwed. Fortunately though, we are Gucci here. 'Cause
Hopefully.
we have some special stuff.
No! Alright, we don't have
wow,
special
that-
stuff. Okay, we got unlucky with stat-ups. So, normally we'd be able to go through all of these spells and finish off with Power Grab in order to glitch the game to skip the ending. However, we don't have enough, I believe it's Psychic, in order to do all of these abilities during this overdrive. We also didn't do enough damage. I'm going to just reset here and do a safer strategy to just...
The fun fact about that area, there's a couple things there that are happening. First of all, we're using Overdrive. Second of all, we're using the Soul Rune. That is done on purpose because it removes all status ailments, and Overdrive's JP limitation is a status condition for some reason. So using Snake Oil just gets rid of that, and you permanently have Overdrive set. Next thing that we use is Soul Rune, and that is specifically to attempt to break what's called the Heaven Hell Divisor, I believe it's called.
Heavenly Peace Divisor.
Or the Heavenly Divisor, something like that. Basically, the Soul Rune here has a 1 in 4 chance of breaking that divisor, which then allows our next attack here, when Shadow Servant goes out, to deal full damage. Otherwise, it will only deal half damage.
Unfortunately, we're not doing... We can't do the one-shot kill with having just under enough for the stat in order to do it. So I'm gonna just do 2 Mega Wind Blasts instead of Impulsion Mega Wind Blast, and unfortunately we're not gonna see the end skip, so we are gonna see Blue's quote-unquote ending. But this also means we don't have to do a bunch of retries to get the end skip, at least. So, because if not being able to do Power Grab in Overdrive kind of sucks, because after Overdrive, we're more than likely to get outspeed. So instead we just force the ending.
That is GG. Not time, but that is GG. So basically what's happening here, this is actually intentional. This was planned from the start of Blue's scenario when it was in the planning stages. This is not accidental. What happened is, on the surface, all of the high mages of the Magic Kingdom that, you know, graduated us from college, basically, were secretly just fine, and they were able to seal it no matter what. So they just kind of left Bluge in there to distract Hell's Lord while they did that, and now they are stuck there forever.
Yeah, so we're in this fight forever, which is a little unfortunate, but we did finish the run, and we're finishing at sub 30, which is really great for a marathon.
Very nice for a marathon run of
Time
this
is coming
category.
up,
This category likes to
and
go wrong.
That's not time because I hit the wrong thing. Few more seconds. Few more.
Cannot find system data. Where is the system data?
Alright, now it's time.
I've got none!
It's like,
Now we're good.
It's like, my system data's over there. Oh, well, you can't find it? It's because I got none. It's because I got
My system data, it's in my computer.
Alright, so that was Blue Story. But don't go anywhere, anybody. Sky and I will be changing places. Next up, Sky will actually be running SaGa Frontier, Emelia's story, specifically on the Japanese version. I will be assisting with commentary. Don't go anywhere.
Alrighty. Hello everyone. Welcome back to SaGa Frontier. Long time no see. I am skyejudeshaw, but you can call me Sky. Joined here in the co-comms booth is Raclesis.
Hey everybody.
By the way, before we begin, I want to give a huge shout out to Raclesis. He's been doing commentary back to back all day today. He's been an absolute trooper throughout this marathon, so we wanna give him a round of applause in chat. He's been doing some excellent work. He's going to be helping me today. Sorry, go ahead.
I would have also commentated for Kashiwame doing Scarlet Grace, but I was in a ton of pain, and thankfully, Cleartonic stepped up to help out for a little bit, and also shout out to Denho for doing as much commentary in his run as well. He was also doing a lot.
We have a really supportive team this year for SaGa for the Grand Celebrations return here. So today I'm going to be playing some Emelia's story for you guys. If you'll notice here, this is in English. Wait a second, what happened?
Wait a minute.
That's because I'm going to be performing a route that is only possible on the Japanese version of the game. Actually, let's explain it right now. We'll give the TLDR. Basically, what we're going to do is we RNG manipulation throughout the run. Yes, SaGa Frontier has RNG manipulation, Romancing Saga 3 Super Famicom style. This is the only scenario that has it, where it's viable, and it lets you beat the game in so much faster time. You can skip the entirety of Omi if you're familiar with the route, so you don't need to go get Mystics or anything. You don't need to do Tiger Rampage. You can just go straight to the end. So we'll be having end-to-end Emelia action here. But in order to ensure that I have good RNG on my end, because again, this is a very RNG dependent run and I want to be in control of a lot of things, I'm going to be starting from power off here. The actual time will start when I select Emelia. I will count that down for the restreamers. But I will be starting from power off here. So JRTA starts from power on. So I will be starting my own JRTA timer here, so that way I can give the conversion for you guys live for any Japanese audience members. We're going to set the disk speed to fast. And now we're just going to boot into the game.
Yeah, JRTA takes into account the boot up time of the system that you're using, as well as the time it takes to select your character. Thankfully, Emelia is the first character that is highlighted when you go to select your character.
Yes. We currently don't have a memory plugged in. Now, go, bang, go, wow. Sorry, I forgot to count it down. I just went, ah! Alright, so just like before, we are going to not pick any system data. We don't need it. We have the option to name our Emelia. We're not going to personalize our Emelia. I'm sorry. That actually does mess with things. So we're just gonna walk through here. We're stuck in prison. Don't know why. Let's harken back to our memories here.
We're starting this off just like you start off an Elder Scrolls game in prison.
Ah, yes. Man, I had an argument with my fiancé last night. I hope he's not too mad at me. Anyways, I'm back in prison now. Lasers are a little loud. Stop. Bop, bop.
Well, she wants to let everyone know that she's in the building.
She's been here like 5 or 6 times for like aggravated assault or something like that. How'd you get in here? Well, I came home to my house one day to some loud banging, and oh my god, my fiance's dead!
Oh no!
And then there was a masked guy, and but you were the only one that witnessed the crime. But he was there. Yeah, but you were the only one there, and Ren was my best friend. I am Fuse. You're stupid. Yeah. And now she's thrown in prison falsely. that's the
Fuse is having none of it because Ren was Fuse's partner at IRPO. So he's like, no, he was a good man, and you did it because you're close to him. Yeah, Fuse is a big jerk. But anyway, the Warden of Despair, the prison region, says there is a rune at the bottom of Despair. If anyone can touch it within, I believe it's 5 minutes, I will grant you a full pardon. So Emelia, Annie, and now their new friend here, Liza, are all going to work together to go get that rune. And the run, you finally get control now. Now, Sky is going to be making her way through Despair, and we actually got some good RNG there with the slime. But
really quickly, we're gonna hop down here. We're gonna grab this little guy here. And wait, aw, man.
Oh.
So fun fact, if you get caught by the guards in here, you'll just get kicked right back to the title screen. I think that's really funny. I think that's peak.
It's just like messing up as Red. But anyway, we are gonna grab the bazooka there, which for whatever reason they just have a bazooka hanging out when they just let all of their prisoners out to go try to escape. Why not? They also have monsters around. Like there's some pill bugs just casually in the laundry room over here, and a dinosaur in the sewer. Well,
this is a very strange prison.
It is a very strange prison.
Like Folsom,
indeed. There is a room here. This is the laser room. Normally you can go into Despair during a side quest, and you can't see these lasers. Emelia gets to see them because otherwise you wouldn't be able to make it through here. You need a special item to see them normally. Now, question: are you going to be? Oh, you grabbed the bazooka, so I know the answer to that. But here, you can do a manipulation in order to spark certain abilities. Because you start from power on, and if you move through the dungeon in certain ways and don't get any encounters, if you get an encounter with one enemy and then you go in, you suffer set and then go into this fight, you can spark an ability on either Liza or Annie. Sky will not be doing that this time around because it's kind of dangerous to do it. Getting the one encounter on the hedgehog is not a guarantee.
Dude.
Instead, we're going to be doing it the old-fashioned way, combos.
Oh, that's huge, actually. Oh, that's huge. Okay.
Yeah, we missed the level 2 combo there, but we learned a very good skill. The dodge needle.
Yes. There actually is some RNG manipulation that I am doing here while this is happening. As you can see there, I'm sending off the moves at ever so slightly faster times. That is actually to manipulate the RNG such that we for sure get that level 2 combo off. We don't care about Liza at this point. We win. That should do it. Hopefully. Nope.
The manipulation is possible on the Japanese version. I believe there's some slight differences when it comes to the model of PlayStation.
Hello, Smash. That's the move that I wanted for this specific scenario.
Unfortunately, we did have to take a bunch of extra damage to get there, but we are making it through the mid-range.
Yes. It would have been faster to go for the minute there, but it is something that is, like Raclesis said, slightly risky, especially in a marathon setting. And it's not something that I'm familiar enough with, unfortunately, to just whip out on a whim. Used to be able to, but it's been a little while, so we're playing it cool, we're playing it safe.
I also want to point out that while this run has only been finished on a Japanese on the Japanese route, I have gotten the required sparks in order to finish the run. It's just the problem of getting Diva to do the attacks I want her to do. So I'm still trying to route this so that it's possible on English. The main issue is the game's RNG starts to go off right after the PlayStation symbol leaves the screen. And on the English version, you're forced to see the Square logo along with the Sony Entertainment Presents screen, as well as not being able to skip the first second or so of the animation of showing all the characters. So you're on a different RNG seed going into the game than you on English than you would be on Japanese. so getting Diva to do what you want her to do is currently not possible. I am looking for a way to make it possible.
Yes, it is very, very tedious to do. Anyways, we're going to do some training here to join Gradius, because this guy that saved us named Rufus has a lead on someone who could be the killer. He believes he's a man named Joker.
I know, that's shooting practice, by the way.
Yeah, we're going to track him down. By the way, great gun training there. We had beautiful aim. Beautiful aim with the defense there.
Also, good dodge there. I know both of us have randomly ran into one of those slimes before.
Yeah, that dodge can be tricky sometimes if you space it, but thankfully my brain is live and alert today. We've had so much SaGa goodness today that it is just electrifying my brain. My neurons are dying. Help, I'm kidding. Alright, anyways, we have successfully navigated back here. So now we're gonna learn from Rufus what we can do. We can do some more training. We can go to get some more magic over in Devon. We're not gonna do that. We're gonna do training. Training actually advances the flags for the scenario, so we have to do this no matter what.
Yes. You can advance the flags by doing other things, but one of those things is the training. So you can just come back here, advance the story, and then go start the next mission. Emelia's story is broken up into missions. You also get a campaign fund after each mission. Now, did you need the first campaign fund for getting out of Kurong? Because I don't believe you.
I did not grab the Kurong funds for the first one. That's intentional.
Yeah, that is required for the current English run. That's why I ask here. So, I remember that tournament that we watched as Red.
We are not going to do it as a fighter. We don't have a wrestler name. Pink Tiger.
Pink Tiger. Okay. Also, where she's gonna cut the line too because she's dressed like a superhero. Why not?
Yeah, we got this. Oh my God! It's a Roomba! Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! Kill it! Ah, we lost. That's actually intentional as well. We don't want to move on through that fight. We can't.
Yeah, with how we are at this point in the run, we can't actually beat any of the enemies there. There are 3 potential enemies. 2 of them will one-shot us, and then we have Mascat. If you get Mascat, all you can say is, bruh. Because it is a huge time loss. They can take you out, but it typically takes around like 2 to 15 turns, depending on what it does.
Yeah, it can take upwards of like 5 or 6, I've seen.
It's silly. That's all I say. Anyway, we're gonna pick up a sword here. This is also another deviation from the typical Emelia route if you're not doing it in RNG manipulation. Nice dodge.
Yes. That is the ceramic sword. We actually want that because it's a very, very good sword for later in the game. Now we're gonna fight these same goons. These guys look a little familiar.
Yeah, just a little bit.
Ooh,
nice
that's
combo.
huge.
Nice.
That's huge. This might be a 1-turn. Oh my God.
That would be a 1-turn. Yeah.
Not even just a 1-turn, a perfect fight. That is literally perfect. That is insane.
Very interesting, bro.
I've never gotten that. Fun fact, I've never gotten that. Ever. With this specific route. So, you're seeing a world first here for me.
This guy's doing quite well right now. Hopefully we can keep this up. But again, after every mission, you go and explore the world, go check out stuff. No, shooting training. after getting paid.
Hardest fight in the game, guys, I swear. Pressing that R1 button, oh, it's so far away from my left hand to reach, you know? And then to get my big toe on the circle button, that's quite the contortion I have to do. I have to embrace a character from an anime. I don't know if you've heard it called Death Note. A character named L.
Oh my God, I haven't thought of Death Note since.
Nah, I'm kidding. I'm just having fun. All right, so we missed Joker, but now we have to go to a casino, and we have to blend in. And Emelia's a supermodel, right? So why not let her blend in with her people?
Yeah, so she dresses up like
Man,
one of the
she
workers,
really
there, which
rocks that
happens to be a. Oh yeah, she rocks any outfit. Also, one thing about the outfits, they're not just cosmetic. They actually change her spark tree.
It will change the spark table that you use, yeah, which makes you good or bad at certain things. Which will be very, very important later.
If I recall, is magic. So...
Yeah.
Also, this is one of the hardest parts of the Emelia run. This pillbug. That pillbug is a big jerk.
Yeah, thankfully I found a good strat to get past it. You kind of just rage bait him to the ladder, and then you go down. Easy,
yeah.
easy.
On the pink tiger outfit, changes her spark tree to be more favorable for martial arts abilities.
Yes.
Alright, we're gonna rage bait
one last dodge here. We just gotta bait that pillbug one more time. And
that's how
easy peasy, just like that. Fun fact, that is still faster than what I did in my PB somehow. My fake PB. I have a fake PB and a real PB. I have a PB for this route and I have a PB. Because fun fact, I used to be the world record holder in this category.
Until the current manipulation was found and routed by a runner named Klops.
Yes.
I'm
currently trying to get it back, but I'm a big kid now. Didn't have the same freedom that I did when I was 20 and in college.
You'll get it back eventually. I've been trying to just at least get a run finish on Japanese doing this route.
Yeah, it's a difficult one for sure. But once it clicks, it just clicks right into place, and it's so satisfying. Just gonna walk up here because why not? We're gonna take the walk of shame because we're done with Rufus.
Yeah, Rufus has been kind of a jerk to us, lying. It's like, hey, do you want to relax at a casino? Sorry, we're sending you in there to look for Joker. Here he's asking for way too much. He's trying to send you to a place called Trinity Base by giving you to the leader, Yaturov, I believe is his name, correct? As a girl to join his harem. You say no, and he does that in order to force you to
we have been... Yeah,
We have been bamboozled.
To dance to that beat.
As Sword Dancer Emelia. And if the name of the outfit doesn't give it away, this affects her table with swords. And oh look, there's another protagonist here. Say hi, Zealous.
Hi, Zealous. Also, oh my god, it's Joker! What the fuck? Okay, no, now I'm down. Hold on, Chad. We're down. We're dancing. We're dancing in front of Console Gonzo here. Oh my god, there's an explosion! Blackout! Oh shit. Okay. Oh boy.
Alright, you did quick save before this. So we're doing this because we need certain things to happen in order to get the manipulation that we want at the end. One of those things is Asalis to not spark here.
Yes. Which is perfect here because we got one enemy. So, we just move on. We now have White Rose and Asalis in our party. The best girls, the best couple. Fun fact, Asalis is actually Square Enix's first openly lesbian protagonist. All the way back in 1997.
We're gonna recruit another character here. That's not a random gender, that's Akuma, I mean Zazma. That is another mystic who actually... we thought that it was Rufus attacking here, but it turns out Zazma did that in order to help out White Rose and Asalis.
Yes,
so that's why there's monsters wandering around.
Now we just gotta work our way through the base, see if we can find where the office is for the guy. Oh, it's locked. Let's just do that, and then beat this guy up. Okay, sorry about that. Alright, and then Heat Smash. And then bang! And then dead. What? I've never had to do turn this.
Did you do like 1 less damage?
I think if we were just literally that far away for it to do less damage. I've never seen that before. Okay, anyways, we're gonna go for it. Alrighty, we got this, we got this.
Yeah, the rest of this is pretty easy movement to get out of Trinity Base.
Easy peasy.
Alright, now after Trinity Base, normally in an English run, now we would actually go do side quests. We would go to Omble to get Silence and get Hide Behind. Then we'd go to Almy and learn some Tiger Rampage to get our Mystic Beatdown on. No, we're just gonna continue with the story this time. This also means we don't get one of the best characters in the game. We don't get Masartha. Which is a little sad because I don't know about you, but I like my Mystic Mermaid Lady. He's very good in an Asalis run. Necessary even in an Asalis run.
Anyways, now we're fully on board now that we've gotten that close to Joker. So this time we're just going in stealth to try to get information. We are in the commando outfit now.
Yes, this one affects guns, but also more importantly, this is a solo mission. It is just Emelia here. Though the game, however, it kind of helps you out a little bit by changing all of the enemies into mechs, and these mechs in particular will move in a very predictable pattern. That very first dodge is the only one that you really need to be concerned about. The rest of this is just movement to make sure you don't, do what I did in the blue run earlier and just forget what room you're in.
Yes. Now we're gonna go back to that office here, see if that Gonzo guy or whatever his name was is still here. Turns out no. We thought Joker took over. No, it's this guy. His name is Mondo.
He seems like a nice person, though. Oh, we actually don't know his name yet. This is our first time meeting him.
Yeah. He does have a lead on where Joker is, though, so we're just gonna take that as the base blows up here.
Look, it's a nice
he reminds us. Sorry, go ahead.
I ended it right there, actually. Just nice accessory.
He reminds us of someone that he used to know back in high school, who had a best friend named Ian. So he gave us a little memento to remember him by. We're just gonna squeeze past these guys. We don't need to worry about those guys. They're not important.
Getting between those is actually rather difficult. If you run into either of them, it's just time loss. But there's just enough room for you to get between them.
Yes. Yay. Alright, this is when stuff gets real. This is when things actually start to happen. This is when our setup begins.
Yes, we will be doing the last bits of the manipulation in order to get what we need to done. First part of the manipulation we've been doing all run, not getting into any additional encounters. If we did, we would have to soft reset and start all over. We're going to get our last campaign fund, and we're going to change our outfit to Sword Dancer, because this will change her spark table. It will also affect Raclesis' spark table, and we got to keep her after Trinity 1. We're going to do a shop here in the Kurang sewers. We're grabbing a couple of swords. Let you concentrate
hold on.
This menu's a
Did I
bit
get this wrong? Swap. Raclesis, swap. Then... sorry, there we go. I was reading through my notes to make sure I did this right.
Yeah.
We're gonna attach a magic stone, then we're gonna give Rufus the Zero Sword that we just got, along with the Angel Brooch. Then we're gonna give Acellus here the Rune Sword. And then we're gonna give Emelia the Samurai Sword and the Laser Sword. Then we're gonna get rid of that. And then give White Rose Flash Fire, and I just realized that I messed up the order there. Right? Hold on. I'm just making sure that my order is correct based on my notes, so I don't accidentally mess this up for you guys. Yeah, cool. We're good now. Perfect. Alright.
Yeah,
Making sure we get this right,
Rose
because this does actually matter for the RNG manipulation at the end of the game. Everything that I just did sets that up in order for that to be possible, and it has to be done exactly right. It is frame perfect once we get there.
Right down to placement of your characters in the party. So right here is Emelia's point of no return. We are in Yorkland, going to a chapel where we are supposed to find Joker. So we're going to go into our final confrontation there and make sure that we don't get into any extra encounters along the way. We will be doing words are hard. We will be doing one forced encounter right here on the bridge. But this is a pretty easy fight, but because we got a first round fight with the Goblin, we do need to move Rufus into this party so that he is on his basic sword swing. If you don't do this, the manipulation will not work.
Correct. Alright, this is going to be the single hardest dodge in the game right here. Or
stepping
in
stones
this run,
over
rather.
here.
Just because the RNG of those guys with their placement sometimes can screw you over. Luckily, they were kind today. And now we can go on. But first, let's admire the view.
This is a beautiful view.
Such a beautiful view. Anyways.
Okay, so here, we're going to do a little rearranging of the party. And then we're going to do a hard save to the memory card. And then after that, we are going to shut the system off and turn it back on. This will reset the RNG to a known state. This way we can completely manipulate what the final boss Diva will do and what we learn. Doing all of this will let us learn specific abilities. It will make Diva do specific attacks on specific targets with specific outcomes, all the way down to the exact damage values. Now this is done by, I'll remind everyone about the two different kinds of RNG manipulation. There's action RNG and tech RNG. Action RNG affects things like enemy attacks, turn order, sprite, what you learn, and what like what enemies you find out. Part of the manipulation is going out into the load screen here, back out, and then back into the load. And RNG doesn't move here, so
yeah, RNG doesn't move during specific points in the game. The clock just completely stops. That is during the load game screen, as well as cutscenes, actually, which is very advantageous for us. So we can sit here for as long as we want, and this will not ruin the RNG minute. But then, when we're ready, this is when things get real. This is when things have to go frame perfectly.
Great.
Up to a specific point. There is one part that is not frame perfect, thankfully.
Yes, and we'll bring
so
that
we're
up
going to hold down
there.
square. Now we can open up the pause menu here. We're going to advance action RNG now. We're going to do select press 1, 2, 3, 4. Only part of this that is not frame perfect. We now have to exit this menu, frame perfectly, leave this screen, frame perfectly, come back, frame perfectly, run back up, and then go through the cutscene.
Right.
Ready, steady, go.
Go.
Just kidding, go.
Go.
Just kidding, go. Alright, let's see if I did that right. There's a chance that I did just mess that up. But we'll see. We'll figure that out very, very soon here.
Yeah, part of the RNG manipulation is number of screen transitions. That's why we leave and come back. Also, being in the chapel and waiting for Joker kind of reminds Emelia of the wedding she was supposed to have, and she just happens to be carrying her wedding dress with her. You know, as you do. This doesn't change the fact that we're still sword dancer, Emelia.
Yeah.
We're still sword dancer. Now, everything that you see is needs to be done frame perfectly. So I will be quiet during the turns. let Sky concentrate.
Eyes wide open. Nope.
Get it? Nope.
I figured I messed it up. What happened there is I messed up one of the frame perfect input switches. My finger kind of got stuck on the D-pad. I felt it happen. And I was like, maybe I hit it in time. I did not hit it in time.
So,
So we're gonna try that
unfortunately, we need to go all shut the system down again, turn it back on, and try it all again.
Yes. This is why routing this specific RNG manipulation is quite tedious, because you have to go through this every single time. You cannot perform these manipulations on emulator. So you can't just like soft reset on an emulator and then come back to it. You have to do this from scratch every single time.
And why I took a break from trying to route it on English.
Yes. All right, let's try this again. Round 2. You guys saw nothing.
First try, totally.
There we go.
Also, while you're mentioning here,
Alright,
we don't have fast disk speed for the remainder of the run, but the run's almost over, so that's not really a bad thing.
The purpose for fastest read being off right now is just because when fastest read is on, the load time is very, very inconsistent. Just because the CD laser is not supposed to really be spinning that fast for the PlayStation 1 discs. So having it on that slower disk speed makes it more consistent. Alright, round 1. Emelia's gonna get hit by stun gaze. Emelia will get hit by death gaze. This will be a knockout.
Now we know what we got in the first round.
Yep. White Rose get hit by charm gaze. It's gonna fail due to the mystic divisor. Fun fact, both Diva and White Rose are mystics. Acels is going to spark life sprinkler thanks to Emelia dying, and when she died, she got that.
Yes, Emelia
White
does
Rose is
have
also
to
gonna combo
two
here.
swords left.
Yeah. And now, bang! Such perfect timing. Totally accidental for this route. It's such perfect timing. It's so tight. Alright,
turn
next
2.
turn. Here we go. One, 2, 3, 4. Rufus will get hit by Charm Gaze, it's going to fail. Emelia will get hit by Stun Gaze. We still don't know if this is working yet. Zosma will get hit by Death Gaze, but it's going to miss. We need a level 4 combo here between Right Rose, Decelis, Zosma, and Rufus. 9,881 damage. Ladies and gentlemen, that is GG. We have one more turn, but that is GG, because this next turn, we just hold down the circle button and we win.
Good job. Second try manipulation.
Second try, easy. Didn't even break a sweat. Not at all. Ignore the 2 coins in the jar. Alright, in this final turn here, Acels will get hit by Death Gaze, it's gonna miss. Emelia get hit by Stun Gaze again because we need to bully Emelia. White Rose get hit by Charm Gaze, it's just going to outright fail. One final level 4 combo here. He's gonna deal 9,883 damage. That is 80 extra damage points. Diva has 25,000 AP, 80 extra damage. That is GG. Not time yet. Very, very nice. For a marathon, this is actually like a really good run.
Boom. Good job.
To get sub 32 diva at a marathon is massive.
Right. So
All right,
with
we have
Diva
one more
out of the
cutscene
way,
here.
Unfortunately, Diva did kind of destroy the chapel we're at, so everything's on fire.
Oopsies, I thought we.
Look, it's Joker.
What's happening to him? Emelia. Oh my god, that was the voice of Ren! Oh my god, guys, I think Ren might still be in there.
Yep. Turns out that Joker's
the
actually
mask
the
off.
mask that Joker's actually the mask, and the person behind it is Ren. So Emelia shoots the mask off, which saves Ren, and they immediately get married. Right there in front of the burning cathedral. Everyone brought their fancy dresses.
No, they went to the one down the road. There's a second one.
And Rufus still won't take his shades off even for a wedding.
Gotta look cool at all times. And look at Ren, our beautiful boy.
Alright, time's coming up on I Got None.
JRTA just ended, by the way. Time. Alrighty. That was an excellent run. That was a 33:13 JRTA, 32:45 speedrun.com time standard. And yeah, that is one of the hardest scenarios RNG-wise done with complete RNG manipulation.
Yeah, and done like with only second attempt on Diva is amazing for a marathon. That was a heck of a job there, Sky.
Yeah, I actually had a safety save prepared just for this because I knew this was going to go wrong in so many ways. And I guess Kawazu is looking upon us today for this grand celebration because we have gotten insane RNG. So yeah, really quickly before we hot off, I do want to say thank you very much to everyone over at the RPG Limit Break team for hosting this marathon. This has been an absolute blast to be part of. I've been skyejudeshaw. Raclesis has been here as well. You can say your catchphrase or something, Raclesis.
Don't do drugs to turn into a Yeti.
Exactly. Well, don't turn into a Yeti, kids. Alrighty, coming up next will be the final run of the night. Chaos is going to be giving us some unlimited SaGa goodness. Don't go anywhere. We will be right back.
Before we go, though, I do want to give a couple quick shout-outs to RPG Limit Break for letting us use the channel to showcase all of these SaGa runs for everybody, to Bic for putting it on. Everyone I was first getting into SaGa Frontier, everything I know about this game is from her. Denho doing all sorts of work with commentary, and all the other runners for just showing off an amazing day. So let's close it out on a good note with some USaga.